Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Those of you new to this community today, welcome here. Together in this community, we identify the thoughts that drive us crazy, everything from just mild irritation to full-on distress, fear. We identify those thoughts to the attempt to get rid of them, change them, get rid of them, block them out, drink them down, all of it. The attempt of that makes the ego stronger. Not right, not wrong, just noticing. Those of you new to this community today, what we do in our wonderful little community here, we honor those thoughts. It's respectful. It doesn't matter if they come from anything from hell on a scale of 1 to 10, a full-blown 10, or a little 1.5. Doesn't matter. We identify them respectfully. Move them from our head to paper, respectfully. And then we meditate on those thoughts out of a sense of, is it true what I'm thinking? We moved it from head to paper. There's my thoughts. There it is. And I look at that and I get still, and is it true? Is what I'm believing true? Take stillness and a very open mind. Is what I'm believing true? Not everything, just the thing I wrote down, like he hurt my feelings. When he said what he said, he hurt my feelings. So he hurt my feelings. 4 words. It's like, whoa. It's how the world's created. He this, he that, and the dun, the dun, the dun, the dun. And I remembered the dun, 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 the whole world. That's the world of the ego. Not right, not wrong. It's just, where did that come from? Where did that come from? He, she, that. That's my head. That's within me. And then I notice as I look at those questions, how do I react? What happens when I believe the thought? He hurt my feelings. My attitude shifts. The next time I see him, I give him the look, the look, like, you know what you did. You hurt my feelings last night, the look. And he says, honey, do you want? And I said, yeah, sure. Now he. Who would I be without the thought, he hurt my feelings? Now, that doesn't mean, I'm not asking me to go into denial with that. That I want to know the truth, the pure truth. It's just a question. How do I react? How do I treat him when I believe the thought he hurt my feelings? And I close my eyes. And I get in touch with my attitude. I can feel it. Even though it happened last night, let's say, I can feel it when I'm thinking of him hurting my feelings in that situation. I see the way I look at him. I get quiet. I'll become punishing, but I'm a victim, so it's obviously not my fault. He hurt my feelings. How do I react when I believe the thought? I see those images in my head of the past, last night when he hurt my feelings. He knows why I'm giving him. He knows what's the matter with me. He's guilty. I was just telling the truth last night. He started it. And the images offering up of last night. That's what happened. I can see it. In my mind's eye, I can see last night. I mean, you realize how wonky this is? An image in my head of last night, as though it happened. That's how convincing it is. And I feel the emotional, he hurt my feelings, and I feel it in my chest, in my belly, and in my attitude, and my arms get stiff, like right here. Meditating in, how do I react when I think the thought he hurt my feelings? And I see those images of me last night. Justified. Thank you for sharing, ego. I'm working on my emotional. How do I react? What happens when I believe the thought he hurt my feelings? And I begin to just experience it like in my lower chest, my arms. Meditating in a time and place of the ego's, what the ego's offering up. So far, I have no truth. It's just imagining how I react when I believe the thought, how I treat him, what I say, what I do. And I don't hold back. My mind would go, yeah, but he, thank you, ego, for sharing, come back to, how do I react? What happens when I believe the thought he hurt my feelings? And when I've explored that, and I feel empty, and it doesn't mean he didn't say what he said. I'm just looking at how I react. As though when he said it wasn't enough, I'm going to carry that with me all week and maybe pull it out as a defense later. Who am I without the thought? Right here, right now. No denial, just an experiment. Who am I without the thought he hurt me? He hurt my feelings. Well, it's not responsible to ask that question. That's like going, getting numb, getting stupid. No. Just who am I in that situation without the thought he hurt my feelings? Listening, going back to what did I say, what I said, with my mind open to, could he be right in what he said? Wow. Wow. Now I'm looking at me, what I was saying, what I was doing, my attitude when I said what I said. And then he said what he said. He hurt my feelings, which brings me to an opposite. I hurt his feelings. Exploration. I'm exploring the cause of my suffering, and it can never be another human being. It's what I'm thinking and believing about that other human being or those people or this or the what I'm thinking and believing in any given time or situation is the cause of my suffering. If I'm suffering, I'm tranced. Another way of saying that is I'm egoed. And the ego is nothing more than a terrified state of mind fighting to be, I am this body. I am. I mean, here's the proof. You hear that? That's, I am. Where's my proof? Did you just hear me say I am and pound my chest? past. You have no proof. You could all get together and say, we all saw it. We saw Byron Katie do that. Yeah, pull in the forces. Keep your ego intact. The whole world will agree, Byron Katie. What do you want? That's so I'm free and you're stuck in Byron Katie said and did, or whoever the person or people, groups of people are. Who peoples your world? Those of you new to the work, I do my best. I can say that honestly. That's I do my best. You know where my mind is now. 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 Remember when? In those moments where you feel lost, you can move what you're thinking and believing, or angry or hurt. You can move what you're thinking and believing about the past. Move it from your mind to paper on a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. There's 6 questions there, and you answer them, anchored in a situation, as I just attempted to do last night when he hurt my feelings. Would you rather be hurt by what someone says or does, or hurt someone else? In other words, live a life of defense, like a warrior. It's too hot, it's too cold, That's not right or wrong, it's just war. War with the self is war with the world. Why? How can that be? Because the world lives in you. What do I mean by that? The world is as you believe it to be. The world is as you believe it to be. There is no us in that. The world is what you believe it to be. In other words, the world is as I believe it to be. If I don't love my world, I join this community and we work it out. It's a very open mind. Addie, honey, you have a question?
I do. Hi, Katie.
Hi, sweetie.
So my question is just like I've done many worksheets and then do the turnarounds, and then you kind of say then you just end up in a place where you just like do what is true. Um, and I was gonna say sometimes I don't even feel like I know what that is, but I don't think that.
Well, I don't remember saying that. Speak more to that.
I guess maybe you said once you do the turnarounds, you just maybe you like do what you feel like it is authentic or right for
It's
you,
like
or
he
you show
hurt
up.
my feelings, turned around, I hurt his feelings. Okay, so I go back to that situation and I get in touch with what I said when I believed he hurt my feelings. What did I say or do that was hurtful? So I'm living that turnaround as I sit in that. And then it doesn't matter what he said or did. When it's right for me, I apologize. And I get specific. When I said what I said, like you hurt my feelings, when I said what I said and I did, and my attitude toward you last night, I'm really sorry for that. And the next time I come at you like that, just have pity and don't talk back to me. If you can give me that, I could maybe cool down and get sane again. And then he will or he won't, but I don't have to respond because I know that that would only hurt me more. To hurt another human being, no matter how justified the ego sees it to be, to hurt another human being is crazy because I become that identity. I am that identity. So it hurt me again. And the ego attempts to justify that. How to live an authentic living turnarounds. Can you give me an example of one of your of the concept you're believing and how we might turn it around?
Yeah, so I'm in a relationship and it's going well. It's great. You know, there's little things where I do a turnaround and I was like, maybe that was me. Um, but then I'm kind of stuck and I'm like, okay, well, now what do I do? Because
Well,
I
I dropped the maybe
mm,
and explore it. It's like, well, maybe I was wrong. So let me check it out. What did I say or do in that situation? These living turnarounds. Living turnarounds, it's a practice. And oh boy, I don't call it the work for nothing. It's very humbling. It feels like losing at first, but it's not. It's right.
I feel like I end up in a place where I do the turnaround and then I like want to say something like I like but I like don't have the courage to do it.
For what is the situation? What's an example?
Um, like telling him how I actually feel about him or plans coming up, or like that I would like to do that or I would like to do something. But then I like hold back and I bite my tongue.
Yeah. So, what do you fear will happen if you tell him what you want to do? Or when you tell him your truth, when you're authentic, what do you fear will happen?
Um, that maybe it's not right or that it's wrong or that I'll be too much. So those are probably what I need to go do a worksheet on.
Oh, honey, I think you nailed it. Sometimes we can find a thing that can hold a whole container. It's like the worst that can happen if I am honest with him in that way. The worst that can happen is, and then you make your list. He'll raise his voice to me. He'll give me the look. He'll put me down. He won't love me anymore. He'll see that I'm too much. He sees that he'll think I'm too. You make that list because I'll say this strongly. It's like you're in a freaking cage, and that's not on him. And if you have the fear, if you express yourself with what you want, what you need, your ideas, that he'll leave you. Let's say that's a part of it. And another thing, well, that could be your number one on the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. And if you really want a list, it's like, he'll leave me. If I speak up, he'll leave me. And that means, and you make your list. No one will ever care about me the way he does. No one will ever be as I'll never love anyone as much as I love him again. All those things.
Yeah, those aren't true.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, my precious. Oh, if the ego it'll lock us up and throw away the key and leave us as fearful human beings, and fearful human beings are dangerous human beings because eventually we blow. And we're good at that.
hmm
Yes.
Thank you, Katie.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. Someone else had their hand up with okay, the hands are down. Claire, honey, you have a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet? Oh, Winslow, you had a question? And then we'll get to you, Claire.
No, just wanting to do the worksheet. So you can go.
Oh,
If you want to go with Claire, you called her. So
okay, thanks, honey. We'll go that way because that's seems to be the path. Claire.
Thank you, Winslow, and thank you, Byron Katie. I'm so honored to be here that you've agreed to answer my question, and if needed, to do the worksheet. But I remember in a podcast you once talked about your daughter and waiting for your daughter. I think she was out. She was out in a car, and I remember the phrase that you said is that I'm just a mother waiting for her beloved daughter to come home. And I wanted to know how you got to that point.
Worksheets.
Oh, like the turnaround when your child has an issue you can't control.
When she has issues I can't control, she's
Or,
still.
I mean, of course, yeah, I don't mean that, but they're in trouble when your child is in trouble.
And 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 they don't listen to you, and when you do, they get angry and they shut down, stop speaking, all of that.
Sure, all of those things.
Okay.
But can I add one? And the child has psychosis.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's a part of their brain that
Yes.
is
Yeah.
making up stories.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What is the situation? Number
In
one,
his
a specific situation.
in his psychosis, so he just wrote his university final exams. He's 22. And I was amazed he was able to do it because he, on one part of his brain, he has like this World War III going on.
Yeah.
And in the other side, he's been able to prepare. Somehow he was able to prepare and sit these exams. And I have been for months the cheerleader. And suddenly I am the bad character in the other part of his brain.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to see me.
Okay. Is that your number one? He doesn't want to see you?
Yeah. And he blames me for something 5 years ago that I can't help but see as a normal. Yeah, I encouraged him to get a job where the psychosis kind of took root, this particular belief that something happened to him, which, yeah, I'm the source of this great difficulty, which he can't quite explain.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to see you.
No.
Okay. Now, when was the last time you spoke with him?
Yesterday.
Okay. And you spoke to him on the phone?
Yep. And I saw him, so he's staying somewhere else. And I went to check on him, and it was okay for a little while. And then that talk started. How could you? You were so stupid. I was so vulnerable. How could you? And it goes on.
And that was his voice you're just describing?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So he doesn't want to see you?
No. Because
Okay.
he blames me.
Because,
He blames me for
yes.
the war that's going on in his head.
Okay, so he's blaming you for his psychosis. And
No, he's blaming me for not the psychosis, for the story that he believes in his psychosis,
okay.
that he was harmed. I'm the reason he was harmed,
Yeah. And he doesn't want to see you.
and he doesn't want to see me.
So you're on the phone with him.
Yeah.
And does he say he doesn't want to see you?
He
Or-
says he doesn't want to see me.
Okay. So you're on the phone. Be there now. That's where you anchor. All of you, that's where you anchor. You anchor in a time and place and situation, and you stay anchored there as you write your worksheet. And then we start at the top again, number 1. So be on the phone, be there now with your son on the other end. Listen to his words. He doesn't want to see you. You believed it then. You could be right, could be wrong. Just, in other words, open your mind. He doesn't want to see you. Is it true? And the answer, for those of you new to the work, it's one syllable. It's either yes or no. This is an exercise in stillness. You have to be in the situation to do this work. You have to anchor there in your mind. Listen to his words. He doesn't want to see you. Is it true? Did you answer, honey? Or are you?
Yes. Sorry, I did. He doesn't want to see me. It's true. He doesn't want to see me.
Okay. Now notice how you react. Close your eyes. Be there now on the phone with your son. Notice how you react. What happens when you believe the thought he doesn't want to see you? What do you say? What do you do when you're believing the thought he doesn't want to see me? And how does that affect your physical and your images of past, future? How do you react when you think the thought he doesn't want to see me?
I feel fear.
And to feel fear, you have to have images of past and future.
Hmm.
What were they?
That he'll harm himself.
And you see that image, that is terrifying.
And he's alone.
He's alone, no help of any kind. He's alone. You see that in your mind's eye as you're on the phone. You see him harming himself.
Mm-hmm.
Now notice the emotional when those images of past and future hit you on the phone with him. How do you react? The sound of your voice, the emotional you feel. Where is it?
How do I react? What do I say to him?
Yeah. How do you react? Your attitude toward him?
I mean,
It's- you're in a trance that is hell.
yeah, he's going to burn the house down. I mean, all these things.
Oh, yeah. This is hell. Now notice what he's saying and drop those images in your head of past, future, and listen.
Yeah.
Who are you without the thought, he doesn't want to see me? And listen to him.
And I'm dropping past and future.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Good listening.
yeah, that's including the thoughts that he's going to harm himself.
That's in your head. Did he tell you he's going to harm himself?
No, he's promised me he won't.
Well, that's not
And
enough for your ego. You're just seeing him breaking that promise all over the place.
God, I'm reading all of the literature on psychosis, and that's not helpful. But no, I mean,
It can be.
yeah.
You know, that's up to what is going on as you read it inside of you.
Mm. How am I? I mean, I'm fine. If I mean, I'm fine. I mean, without that context, him not wanting to see me, it's okay.
So
It's
be there.
okay.
So you're saying it's okay, just be there and test it. Listen to your son. Get still. Be on the phone without the thought, he doesn't want to see me.
Yeah.
Without those images in your head, listen to his words. Other than what you're thinking and believing, as you listen to his words, without what you're thinking and believing, past, future, are you okay?
Yeah. In that moment, if I don't believe those thoughts that he's gonna,
Well,
and then
it doesn't matter whether you believe them or not, just who are you without them, period.
free. I'm just a mother waiting in a chair for her beloved son, right? To say he wants to see me. You wait. God, but how do you get there? The worksheets over and over?
To get still and not
Mm.
guess about what you think the answer should be, but to let them show themselves in you.
Mm.
So you be him, and I'm going to be you, a worried mother, seeing him that in all kinds of trouble, burning down the house and harming himself. I'm going to be you without all of that. You be him.
I would just want to be alone. I don't want to see you. These are his words. I love you, but I just need to get my brain straight.
Oh,
And
sweetie, you are so amazing. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your wisdom. You are speaking to everything I would want for you.
mm,
And I'm really impressed by your willingness to get your life together. And that we're actually talking. I love you. Is there anything else?
I'm him again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that then he would become
No,
fun.
talk to me.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome, honey. Anytime you want to chat, here I am.
Mm. Mm.
You understand, Claire, that I'm not fooling around here. I'm just a good listener.
Mhm.
I know the difference between what is ego and what is my son, my real son, not the fictitious son in my head, even though you could be absolutely right about the terrible things that could happen to him.
Mhm.
Don't you want a piece of him before something happens to him? Don't you want to meet him?
Yeah.
Good. Let's look at number 2. In that situation on the phone with your son, What do you want him to think, say, feel, or do?
Am I going to the sheet?
Yes, on number 2.
Um,
And
what I want-
Claire, honey, you are doing so well.
Oh, thanks. Byron
Honey,
Katie.
your focus it's extraordinary. This is not easy.
No.
You've been living with this for a long time.
Well, I wasn't the enemy 3 weeks ago. So this started, I think, the stress of the exams. So we went into an episode. So in this situation, I want my son to stop viewing me as an enemy.
In this situation, I want him to stop what?
Seeing me as an enemy.
So listen to his words on the phone.
Mhm.
He sees you as an enemy.
Yeah.
Is it true
That he sees me? Yes.
that he sees you as an enemy?
He sees me as the enemy. Someone who,
I didn't hear that on the phone to him.
well, yeah. But he says it. He says it.
But this is about one phone call.
So
Your ego isn't going to go back into the past. You're all over you have him just everything from dead and validating that with the past, and that's in your head. And so just stay still. Stay still with me. On that phone call, you want, and I understand, honey, that there's all this past, but we're just looking at that phone call.
yeah.
Because whatever you do on that phone call, you're doing that's his mother.
Mhm.
On the phone, be there now. You want him to stop seeing you as an enemy. He sees you as an enemy. Is it true? Listen
In
to
that phone call, no.
Notice how your head wants to go into the past. So it just, yeah, it's that way, but not on the phone call.
Yeah.
So thank your ego for sharing the past with you. Get present with your son. This is not about denial. It's about get present with your son and yourself. Notice what happens inside of you, those images of past and future, and notice your words and your attitude on the phone with him. When you think the thought, I want him to stop seeing me as an enemy, how do you react?
I tense up.
Again? I didn't
When
hear you.
I tense up. I tense up when I believe
Okay, so
the
get in
thought.
touch with that. You tense up. Where? Mostly in your arms and your thighs? Where?
It's like I'm preparing myself for a blow. So I'm tense. I'm armoring up for that.
So just notice how tense you get when you're believing the thought. He's seeing you as an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
On the phone, when he's being rational.
Mm.
There's your son on the phone, and then there's the imaginary son in your head of past and future. So we're not the best listeners on the phone with our sons when we're in the past and future. It overrides reality. That's the ego's, that's its job, is to stay as I know, I am, I know.
Mm-hmm.
You want him to stop seeing you as an enemy. How do you treat him when you think the thought you want him to stop seeing you as an enemy? Notice your words. Notice your attitude.
But he's sick. That's that's what I think when he sees me as his enemy. That it's his sickness speaking, not the real son.
The real son on that phone call is rational.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is his mother, who's not rational
Yeah.
in that situation.
Yeah. And that's how he sees me, for sure.
How could he miss it?
How could he?
I want him to stop seeing me as an enemy turned around. I want me to stop
Seeing him as an enemy. I want to stop seeing him as an enemy.
Okay, so live that turnaround on the phone with him. I want me to stop seeing him as an enemy. Listen to his words, get real on the phone. And who are you? On the phone without the thought, I want him to stop seeing me as an enemy.
Oh, I'm saying yes, I trust you. I enjoy this time that you have on your own without the pressure. It's reinforcing what he's saying.
And maybe that's not even necessary.
Is saying nothing, just listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I heard him as we were doing that thing together. I heard him as rational. And your ego running you, you are irrational. And when we are irrational, we can't hear our children. Our ego is overriding their words. That's poor communication. You know, some of us have never heard our children. We're blind and deaf. You know, the human race it can be no more than what we think and believe them to be. And on the phone, let's turn it around. I want me to stop seeing him as my enemy.
Say that again. I'm sorry. The dog has seen a fox in the garden.
That's okay. How would you turn it around? There are a couple of ways of turning this around. In that situation on the phone with my son, I want me to stop seeing him as an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So we have two sons, the real one, the one on the phone, and then we have the him in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And the him in your head was overriding your real son in the present moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never too late to listen for all of you that are doing your work on people. It's never too late to start a whole new sane relationship with our children and people in the world. And that doesn't mean it would not burn down your house. It does not mean that he's not going to fall back.
And
Deny it.
can I ask one question?
Mhm.
So that's the when it's the son who is in a psychotic episode, it's the same thing, isn't it? It's just listening, the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Otherwise, you have two irrational people.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And you know
Got
how
it.
that feels. And that when your son is, veers off, you know how to listen.
Yeah. And not be reactive too, right? Because you're
Just to be sane.
yeah. Yeah. It's hard. It goes against my instinct.
Well, that's beautiful. It'll give you another worksheet.
Yeah.
Okay. This is their school, and your son is your teacher.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you, Byron Katie.
Mm-hmm. I want me. Do you see another turnaround on number 2?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know why it shut off.
Oh, because it was necessary. That's the way of it. No mistake, not in this world. So do you see another turnaround for number 2?
Let me pull it up again. I want my son to stop viewing me as an enemy. I want me to stop viewing my son as an enemy.
I want me to stop seeing my son as an enemy.
Yeah, that's the turnaround. In whatever state.
Again?
In whatever state he is in.
Yeah. That's your son. That's we can all say that about our children or the people we love and care about. We can all say that.
Mm-hmm.
So speak that turnaround. I want me
To stop seeing my son as the enemy.
and another turnaround. I want me to stop seeing myself as his enemy.
I want me to stop seeing myself as his enemy.
Yeah, because he was perfectly rational talking to his mother on the phone in that situation, as it turns out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's really trying. And good he's not around you.
You think?
Yeah. A worried mother.
I know,
He
nightmare.
loves his mother. His mother is in all this terror in her head, unable to see her son.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing he can do to change you. Only you can do that. Let's look at 3. This is about advice, number 3. To get what you want, and number 2, what advice would you offer him?
My son should see me as his supporter.
Is that true? On the phone, he should see you as his supporter. Is it true? And only you can answer that question. Be there now. Maybe hiding some tension and listen to your words, and you're believing that he's going to have an episode and blame you. He should see you as his supporter on the phone. Is it true?
I mean, most of the
Oh,
time, yeah.
no. I'm going to, with all the love in my heart and sanity that I hold, just support you not to speak over it. That's the ego's way of being rational. So let's get still. It's either yes or no. I don't call it the work for nothing. He should see you as his supporter on the phone. Is it true? To answer that question, you need to hear your words and hear him and your response. He should see you as his supporter. Is it true?
Yes, because
No, because.
yes,
Just feel the yes. Feel that.
yes.
Look at you. It's true. Look at how you're doing your best. As worried as you are, look how you're doing your best. You're supporting your son. He gets it. He even said so. Now, how do you react when you think the thought, he should see me as a supporter? Notice your attitude, what you say, what you do to make sure that he sees you as his supporter.
It's conditional because I think when he sees
No,
me,
because it's conditional.
it's conditional.
And
It's conditional to the version on the on the phone version, right? The on the phone version, the psychotic episode version. Yeah.
yeah.
It's not so true. The psychotic episode version is conditional. It's all of those feelings and thoughts about
Your fears.
yeah. And the practical things like food, and I mean, he's not in a state where he can do those things himself.
Really?
So yeah. he won't leave the house. I mean,
So
he's
you're on the phone with him and you're both in the house?
he's in another house. He's not with me at the moment. He
Okay.
doesn't want to be in the same place, but he depends on
He
me.
doesn't?
I'm his carer, essentially. So
So
if I
you supply the food. He's in another house
yeah
because he doesn't want to be with you.
yeah yeah
And you are supporting him in that.
yeah
And I just find that just stunning. It's a beautiful thing. He should see me as his supporter. Turned around, I should see me as his supporter.
I do. It's true. There's no one else.
And you don't have to do it. You're no victim here. You don't have to do it. No mother has to do it.
No, I want to do it.
You're
It
there.
does come from I can't. I mean, that's the pain. That is where it's painful.
And it doesn't have to be.
Painful?
No.
How do I get there where it's not painful? Because then I think I would be
Well, let's
fine.
continue. Let's continue. I'm not a psychologist. I've had no experience in that area.
Okay, that's okay.
That's self-inquiry.
Hmm.
He should see me as his supporter.
So I can support him. Do you see? So
No,
if he doesn't want me to,
let's
yeah,
just get still.
yeah, okay,
I should see him. I should see me as his supporter.
yeah.
Turned around, I should see him as my supporter.
That was the turnaround I did almost immediately at when
Okay,
we
now
started.
we're in a discussion again.
Okay,
I should see me.
yeah.
I should see me as my supporter.
I should see me as my supporter. I should see me as my supporter.
Because what you're doing takes a lot of courage and dedication. That's your son. To support him is to support yourself. And that's been your life for quite a while.
22 years
I should,
and counting.
I should see me as my supporter.
Mm-hmm.
And your negative thoughts about him, in other words, those fearful thoughts in your head about him, what takes away most of your energy in your life? Believing that, or just supporting him?
It's yeah, it's interesting because it's the anticipation of having the version of my son who sees me as the enemy, which I sometimes get. Sometimes I get great to see you, Mom, and sometimes I get the other version. So there's the armoring.
So let's do the other version.
Yeah.
There's one version that it's great to see you, Mom.
Yeah.
Let's look at the other version. What does that look like?
Go away.
Okay, follow the simple directions and go away. Come back to your own house.
Yeah.
What else does he say?
Oh, you're so stupid. You did this. Now have to sort this problem out. If you'd never.
Okay,
doubted-
so say it to me as though I'm you.
And I'm my son.
Uh-huh.
You created this problem for me. I now have to sort it out. You put me in this position. You encouraged me to do this. You give bad advice. But I fixed it.
You know, sweetheart,
Yeah.
I can follow everything that you just said. And thank you for seeing me.
Yeah. That's a really nice answer.
It's an honest one, too.
Yeah.
You're a poor listener. Your ego is over, and rightfully so, because your ego is overriding your sanity, your listening, your literal listening, not your ego's takeover.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that situation, he's right. He said, go away. I didn't. Or I'll put it over there on you. He said, go away. You didn't. It gives you opportunity to have your whole life, even if it's just 30 minutes.
It's true.
Yeah, it's a
true.
big deal. And he said, you created this problem for me. So good you go away and give him a break.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just following my children's suggestion.
Mhm.
He says, you give bad advice, but he fixed it.
Mhm.
And you didn't celebrate with him. He knows
I
what
do.
to do when you don't.
Yeah. I do say it's good you fixed it. I mean,
And did you mean it? It's a big deal. It's like, oh my
I mean
goodness.
it.
You know, when I am just
Yeah.
nuts, look at you. You just, you know, you're more rational than I am in
I
that
do mean it. I
situation.
do mean it. I do mean it when I say it's good you fixed it.
That's beautiful. Okay, let's look at 4. In that situation, to be happy, what do you need him to think, say, feel, or do?
Oh, I don't even want to say it.
Well, you think it, so you know there it is, and I would pat myself on the back. I don't know
You're
how
going to tell me off, Byron Katie, for
to,
saying it.
to that you just have the courage to come here into this community and show us the way.
Mhm.
And the first thing is to show us what courage looks like. I find it extraordinary. You know how it's people are too frightened to even get in touch with the truth that's running with them. Their ego overrides it and we get lost.
So here it goes. You're gonna tell me off. So I need my son to take antipsychotic drugs to
So,
stop
honey, so
psychosis.
start over in that situation on the
Oh,
phone.
yeah.
I-
Oh, in that situation on the phone. No, not on the phone, but in general, I do
Oh,
think this
no,
is
in that situation, weren't you on a phone call together?
it was a more general sense of the state of being that if he took drugs, we could get back to normal. That's what I believe.
So so read it again. I interrupted.
Um,
To be happy, I need him.
to take drugs to stop the psychosis so we can get back to normal.
Okay. Is it true?
I don't know. He's not taken any drugs before, but it might be.
Okay, so it's a yes or a no.
Yes.
That's, you know, I go, to be happy, you need him to take. Now, how do you treat him when you think the thought, and he was perfectly rational in that situation.
I
How do
treat
you
him like
treat
he's sick.
him when you
Like
think,
he's sick. Like he's sick. I treat him like he's sick.
close your eyes,
Mm.
look at you out of his eyes when you're believing the thought.
Mm.
He's
Yeah,
sick.
I'm not listening to him. I'm already 10 steps ahead of him, thinking about how we can fix this. Yeah.
And he's perfectly rational in that situation. In that situation, you need him to take antipsychotic drugs.
Yeah. That's the belief that
Okay,
I care.
well, look at him. Is it true in that situation that you need him to be happy? You need him to take psychotic drugs?
In the version of him on the phone, no. But to stop the other version, yes.
But we're on the phone.
Yeah, then no. That doesn't play into it at all. But Byron, it's in my head.
Of course it's in your head. I hear that it's in your head. And we're questioning it. In
Yeah.
that situation on the phone with him, you need him to take antipsychotic drugs. Is it true? It doesn't sound to me like he's in an episode.
No, not on that
Sounds
phone.
to me like he is in some ways clearer than you are.
Yes, probably.
Well, drop the probably. Look what we've seen so far.
Mm.
He's doing well in that situation.
And in that situation, he's the one probably supporting me, which is
So
the
why
weird
would you
thing.
probably that?
No probably. There's no probably.
In that situation, you need him to take antipsychotic drugs. Is it true?
No.
Now, as you ponder that, get close, get intimate. Look at him without the thought, I need him to take antipsychotic drugs. Get connected. He's everything you want him to be in that situation.
Yeah.
Now look how you treat him when you think the thought, I need him to take psychotic drugs so we can get
It's
back to normal.
yeah. So he can be like that all the time.
Well,
So we
if he were like that all the time, you'd still be putting these thoughts on him. It doesn't
I don't
stop
know.
your trance.
I just left him
It's
alone.
going to happen
He was
again. It's going
fine.
to happen again. It's going to happen again.
Yeah, possibly. Then I would be watching, I would be hyper about the drugs, right? Because then if he comes off the drugs, then what?
All I know is he was rational.
Yeah.
And you were believing to be happy that you need him to take psychotic drugs so that you can get back to normal. And he is normal in that situation.
In that situation. So what do I do with those thoughts?
So just
Byron?
be there. Enjoy the moment that you missed. He's being rational. There he is. It's everything
Yeah.
you wanted.
Yeah, it's true. I missed it because I'm thinking, how do
No,
I get
your becauses. If those of you that have becauses in there, that's not this work. That is rationalizing. It's not right or wrong, but just notice. You need him to be happy. You need him to take psychotic drugs so that the two of you can get back to normal. And what I'm suggesting is do that now. give you now what you couldn't give you then. Listen to him on the phone. There he is. Notice, who are you without the thoughts on this worksheet in that situation?
I'm free. I'm definitely freer.
And in that situation, turned around, I don't need him to take antipsychotic drugs so that we can get back to normal. He's normal. In that situation, it doesn't mean he's not going to have another break at all.
That doesn't mean that he's not well. And that's what the mental health team suggest, that we try, because it's been going on for some time. So it's not a thought that is without base, if that makes sense. That if we
I know that he was fine.
Yeah.
Whatever time slot that was.
Yeah.
And you missed it.
Yeah.
You were irrational. You know, your ego had you, in other words. But never too late. You can go back and recall everything he was present, as you're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
And become more intimate with him. He's not psychotic all the time.
No, he's not.
Now, how do you treat him when you believe the thought that he needs to take psychotic drugs so you can be happy?
Again, that armored feeling, like we've got to do this. We've got to figure out how to do this. Not the relaxed, connected.
Yeah.
You know, we're just having a nice conversation.
Yeah.
But the reality is that and the way that it works in this country is that you have a period of time where it's called early intervention, where you've got these services. So I've got in my mind the clock ticking.
Yes, honey. Yeah. 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 And in that, we're just so worried about all of it. It's a huge thing on your plate.
Yeah.
And your life is now. It's not before and after.
Yeah, it's right. You're right. Forget the clock, right?
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, the clock, if you mean forget the future in that situation, because you've got what you want in that situation, and it may be your last opportunity. You just never know.
You never know.
But turned around, I need me to take
Yes.
need to take psychotic drugs. But you wouldn't need them because you're already on them without actually taking the med.
Yeah. Yeah. I need me to take anti. Yeah.
And rightfully so, you know, the ego just running the show. The ego is a terrified child. So just slow it down. In that situation, I need me to take psychotic drugs so that I can see, or rather than talk around it, it's like, I don't need me to take psychotic drugs when I'm doing this work to get the two of us back together in that situation.
I don't need them.
Because the psychotic drug that you're in trance with is ego, it's fear, and a mother's love for her child, and the ego has just got control sometimes. but in that situation. So the next time you see him,
Yeah.
that, honey, what I loved about our time together, for example, is so often you're so normal and we're so I wouldn't even say that to him. So often we're so close and rational, and I'm so proud of us in those moments. And maybe it's something the two of you can laugh about.
Mhm.
And you might say, the next time I am irrational with you, let me know, and I'll do my best just to stop it and start over.
Yeah. That's good advice.
It's never too late.
And he likes to be in that. He would appreciate being put in that role as contributor and carer of me too. So he would like to be given the invitation to tell me that.
Yeah. He's better when you're better, I'm hearing. I've heard that twice now. He's better when you're better.
Probably. Yeah, he's sensitive to any change. Of course he is. Any change, slight change in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
He always
When it comes to his mother's welfare,
Yeah.
he's trying to take care of you.
Mm.
I'm not guessing. I'm hearing it from you.
Mm. Yeah.
I trust my children 100% to do what they do, and they do.
Mm. Mm. To do what they do when they do. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Byron Katie.
Yeah, same.
And I think my son will thank you too. So hopefully.
What you're realizing is where the power is. That came from inside of you. That is yours.
Mm.
There's an expression, healer, heal yourself. And I'll add before you start healing your son.
It's a good expression.
Yeah, healer, heal yourself.
Mhm.
Let's look at number 5. In that situation with my son on the phone, he is.
He is mistaken.
He's mistaken in reference to what?
me being his enemy.
Really?
Is it true?
Exactly. That's shorthand for is it true?
Yeah. You said it in the same tone as well. um, he is mistaken. No, he's not mistaken. Oh, that's painful.
Yeah, but also look at her, that you of the past and that situation on the phone. Look how hard she's trying.
Yeah.
Hard she's trying. Do you see her? He's perfectly fine and she's hypersensitive.
Because of the fear. I mean, but as you say,
Where did the fear come from? Not him. It came from your own head.
yeah, it came from my own head, catastrophizing.
And then you call it your son. No, in that situation, that was you.
Yeah. So he's not mistaken.
And that's good. That's something you can share with him. You can say, sweetheart, you were doing so well, and I loved it so much. I love our time together. Whatever comes, I'd only say that if it's true. But that connection that we share, it's just so precious. You know, I just take back everything I said. You have language for this. You missed it. He didn't need psychotic drugs in that situation. He was normal, at least in conversation.
Yeah.
He is mistaken about me being his enemy. He was not mistaken about me being his enemy. He was all together, and you were putting the past on him,
Mhm.
and the conversation didn't call for that. It was just
No.
mother son time. And you were with your son. You were talking to the son of your past and future, not him.
You're right.
I'm just a pointer. I'm just a pointer. It's like the blind can see and the dead can dance.
Blind can see, the dead can dance.
It's like your son was dead to you. There was your son, and then you were there with the son of your imagination. Never too late to catch up. You know, he's your teacher. He's your teacher. Some of us need big teachers, and you've got one. Let's look at 6. Oh, well, let's turn this one around. In that situation, I am mistaken about him.
Yeah.
I'm
In
mistaken.
that situation, I am mistaken. In that situation, my son is correct. And number 6,
Number 6.
what I don't ever want to feel this way, like the enemy.
Okay. I'm willing to. I don't ever want to feel like the enemy. I look forward to. feeling like the enemy.
I look forward to feeling like the enemy.
Yeah, because it's not a comfortable position. It's a worksheet. It's an opportunity to,
I look forward to being. You mean in the teach being taught sense? Is that why I'm looking forward to it?
I'm willing to feel like the enemy,
Yeah.
and I look forward to feeling like the enemy.
God, I don't feel that. It's hard. That's the hardest one.
Well, if you look at it, like there's you on the phone with him with all that past and future running in your head, your house burning down, he's in a psychotic thing and all of that, and he's rational.
Yeah.
So there's him, and then there is that anti-him in your head.
Yeah.
And one of them is rational. And it's not, and it's not the son of your imagination that was irrational when you consider your son was rational with you in that situation.
Mm.
So maybe your word is an enemy.
So how would you turn that around, Byron Katie?
I wouldn't. I'm willing to feel like the enemy again because it'll give me another worksheet.
Mm.
That's the whole purpose of number 6. I look forward to feeling like the enemy again. It'll give me another worksheet. It's not done until your son is your teacher and he's giving you your work. That's like living with a saint. All my enemies, all the enemies I have ever had was a state of my own mind. And that doesn't mean that they liked me or cared about me or any of it. It's just how it's the ego's world. If someone says, Byron Katie, shut the F up. It's like, oh my God. I mean, just thank you. It's a way of saying, get still.
Mm. Mm.
Some of us have to have big teachers. Byron Katie, get the hell out of here. Oh my God, that's amazing. And I start walking.
Away. You're getting the hell out of there.
Yes. They point me to a better life.
Mm.
Someone says, go away. I just follow the simple direction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not my
Mm-hmm.
enemy, that's my advisor.
Yeah. 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 It's a good way to think of it. It's a good.
Well, they're
It's a good
they're
turnaround.
giving me direction to what I wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Mm.
That I maybe would never have seen it. But it's certainly a saving grace. Get the hell out of here. Oh my God, just what a gift. It's a Byron Katie, I don't love you. It's like, where is my compassion? That's not about me, that's about the other person.
Mm. So do you feel compassion for yourself or for the other person or both?
I understand. The world is my teacher, sweetie.
Amen.
And your son is your teacher. My children are my teachers. You're my teacher. When you look at everything on your worksheet, and we've worked through it, when you look at it, there's a mother that doesn't give up on her child. There you are. And like every mother in the world and father, we do our best.
Mm-hmm.
But believing these thoughts, they tire us out. It's exhausting. And it's no fun.
No, it's the second arrow, isn't it? In Buddhism, it's the second arrow.
The second, what is that?
It's like the experience is the first arrow. I'm not a Buddhist, but I love this idea that your experience is the first arrow. And then when you have negative thoughts about the experience and your role in it, that's the second arrow that you shoot yourself, to yourself.
You know, there was a man, a Buddhist, that referred to the work as, what was it, like fifth peak Buddhism?
Huh.
I think that's what he said. Don't take it to that. I don't know what that is, but it was a good thing. I knew that.
It's definitely been a good thing. And it certainly your work is something I go back to time and time again. And this is the first time I haven't been able to get myself out of it using your inquiry.
Right.
So I'm grateful.
Thank you, honey. The key to a happy life is an open mind, a questioning mind. And you certainly have that. You know, all of you, if this is a little tough for you, that's why I call it the work. It's not easy, but when you learn to ride this bicycle, there's a flow to it that is gives you what you long for.
It's worth it, that's for sure.
Yeah, honey, thank you. And oh boy, that son of yours, he may know you better than you know yourself. Yeah, it's good to watch you catch up. Oh, sweetie. Let's get some feedback on people's takeaway and what they experienced or saw in our time together. Bruce, sweetie.
Hi, Katie. Can you hear me?
Yes. What are your takeaway from Claire's work?
I really like Clara's worksheet, and I can make some contributions from my perspective, probably more from a son or from from a son, because last year when I get some difficulty on my work, on the relationship with my manager, I try to speak with a very close friend. I know she is trying to be friendly, but what she said is that I think you are abnormal, you are crazy. I urge you to read again the Loving What Is and go back to fill in the worksheet. Of course, I know she's true and she's correct, but at the moment, actually, I was pissed off because I think she didn't appreciate me. She didn't care about my feelings. She just urged me to do the so-called right things. But later, I still try to go back to read the book again and start to fill in the worksheet. But back then, I just did a quarrel with her and said that you are my enemy, and she got very cross, and she said, "I'm actually on your side. How can you treat me like that?" So I think that really resonates the situation probably Claire faced from the perspective of her son. Maybe her son is not doing something bad, but just at the moment when she asks, okay, you need to take some drugs, you need to be more normal, which can probably have some negative impact at the moment from my perspective. Yeah, but I do really have a small question on the worksheet, because when I continue working on those worksheet again and again, I gradually can find that probably my happiness have nothing to do with others' performance, others like people's view or opinion, and even those enemies I hate most, I can find some good qualities from them.
Yeah,
But
and then those turnarounds, they really give us a whole new life, and it's not so
yeah.
easy. What the changes we want make people to make, when we try them ourselves, it's not so easy. So it's thank you, Bruce. Honey, Samantha, your takeaway from Claire's work.
Hi everyone. No, it was just like I remember when I first started the work, I like was so trapped in ego and I know mind that you like I thought some of the things you were saying were so crazy. And then as you do the work more, you start to like see all the beautiful things that you were missing in your life, or when people, in perceived situations when somebody's um to your ego being difficult or attacking you. And so yeah, I'm really excited, Claire, for the journey you're going on. And it reminded me when I first started the work and you were just so convinced that you're right and the
Yeah.
other person's wrong and you're just missing your life. So
Oh, honey, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. It's just, oh, life is as we believe it to be. It can never be more or less than that, and no two people live in the same world. Well, so we take care of our own world, and honey, thank you for popping in with that wisdom and what you shared with us. Oh my, Nick. Honey, your takeaway from
Everyone.
Claire's work.
Hello, Katie. Hello, everyone. I want to thank Claire. Claire, thank you so much. I could sense how deep that pain is running through you, and as you are experienced with the work, I can only tell you I'm still working on a worksheet I did with Katie like 2 weeks ago, and it's getting better and better. And there was a very deep running pain I was facing there. And I've become more relaxed about that situation, and I'm improving slowly. This
Yeah.
is one thing. The other thing is, having been doing the work for so long, it still comes back to me in my dreams. I had more dreams about it, filling out worksheets in my dreams. It's deep. It's running deep, and I can only encourage you to continue, Claire. And I have a short question, Katie, because I've been suffering on the sidelines of a friendship, a friend who has been dealing with psychosis and paranoia and fears, and I see what it's doing to his partner. And I've worksheets about both of them because I'm suffering, but it's their story, It's so. But I was wondering, a psychotic mind is, I believe, a closed mind caught in a narrative. Would it be possible to, if he was willing, if he was even open for that, to do a worksheet with someone who is on medication and just medication, no other treatment, just medication, and call him in his
If I
fears?
think someone needs the work, I need the work.
Yeah, definitely. And I've been doing it.
As the mother changes in that situation,
Mhm.
as the mother changes, the people around us heal or not. But it's and until there's a living example, we really in our families don't have we're just so entranced with who we believe them to be. But
Yeah.
I think that the shifts, like Nick, the shifts you make all the difference in the world, and without you even knowing it, just living your life, just those living turnarounds that are just really more natural for us than pain. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Katie. Thank you so much.
Okay, dears. Linda.
Thanks, Katie.
Linda.
That was a great worksheet. And
I loved it too. She was so forthcoming and open and
yeah,
boy.
yeah. And I love, Katie, that I feel how much you honor the intensity of love between mother and children, and how intense that is. And I really saw in this how important anchoring in that moment, in that situation. It's like every moment that Claire or I was doing my own worksheet at the same time, would go into the future, into the past. I've missed that moment, missed the moment. And, at the end of doing, going through that whole worksheet, I made a long list of moments that I'm so grateful for that I've had with my child. And a recognition that the moments that I, when we're not together, the insanity of me being, he should be connected to me, instead of like, oh, I'm in my life and oh, he's in his life. So it was a great worksheet, and I just love you, Katie.
Oh, honey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was a great worksheet. What came to mind, Linda, as you were sharing, is I worked with a woman years ago, and she was schizophrenic and on all kinds of meds. And then she'd get off the meds and just totally whacked and threatened to kill me and threatened to burn her house down, and just, violent. And I just never gave up on her. I just didn't. And she was raising two children that were just about to be teenagers, that young age. And they were having to find food for themselves. Were always hungry. They didn't have the clothes to go to school. They only had her as a parent. And all of you, okay, the end of that story is, she went to work for the government and was just continued to be, get raises and just continue to be really valuable in her job, focused. And for schizophrenic, that's really something. And she would take her meds. I mean, it just all got rounded out after years of insanity like this. She was one of the people that you see on the streets, just hopelessly whacked and yelling at people, and just, oh my gosh, I loved her so much, so much. And she was, can you imagine filling in a worksheet in that kind of state of mind? I'm going to fucking burn your house down. I'm going to kill your children. I mean, all of it. And I could see her, and I share this for all of us that are doing these worksheets. We become sane, and we know pain when we see it. And there's a fearlessness about it because we understand it's like working with yourself. That's exactly what these worksheets give us. Those of you that are facilitating the work with yourself or with others, it's love is the power. It trumps everything. And the way I was able to work with her is I was just whacked for so many years, oh, my head.
Yeah.
So, the bottom line to all of this is, if I can do it, you can do this. And remember our Claire, if she can do this, we can do this. Oh, and with that, thank you, Linda. You bring something beautiful up in me that was in me. I had no idea. It's been so many years. Okay, dears, thanks to your contributions, we're staying alive. And every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, those of you new to the work, welcome here, and just continuing to love what is, and that would be you and me for loving you.